Hello everybody, welcome to Set 5 Eternal! I am so excited for this video. We've all been waiting for Set 5 for quite a while, so I apologize for this video being a little bit late, but I wanted to make sure that we had Set 5 cards. This is a very cool Xenan Relic list using a lot of extra units as well, and Rat Cage. So if you want to look at the actual deck list, I do have the video link down below for why I picked the cards, and just the actual deck list itself. It's really cheap to craft right now. Like, it's mostly cards from before Set 5, so there's very few new cards that you actually need. And most of the other cards are things like Merchants or Mask of Torment, which, if you watch my videos and you like making my decks, then you probably already have 4 masks, I've got to imagine. But I really appreciate everybody being patient with me this week, and big shout out to all my wonderful subs and patrons and the sponsor, inkgaming.com. You can check that out down below as well. They sponsor all of these videos so that I can give you cool content here. They do lots of cool mouse pads and other gaming gear that's all custom made, and we have our own store, so you can check it out down below. In any case, we are going to be trying to get kind of Mask of Torment online, but we really want Rat Cage as well, so we can just get like a bunch of units off of Vault of the Praxis and draw a ton of cards. There's a lot of different synergies we can have here. This hand is a little bit awkward because we've got no real enablers yet. Like, we don't have the really low-end ones. I could go for Mask of Torment here, and then we can try and devour our Aurelian Merchant. Oh, here we go. All right. That, I think, is more what we want to do. I could be wrong. I hope that we draw a power card so we can just go Vault of the Praxis. So this is one of the new cards. This is Lethrai Courtier, and this is why I'm saying it's really cheap. These are all commons. When you play Relic, draw the top power card of your deck. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to Aurelian Merchant here first. And I think I cut the last Rites. Get Mask of Torment. And we will pass the turn. This is another little combo. Another common, too. So it's a lifesteal. It's actually mistyped because it says Cabal Scavenger, but then it says Cabal Plunderer in the actual text of the card. So I'm not sure what they're going to ultimately land on for the name of this, but when you play a Relic, it deals 1 damage to the enemy player. Well, it has lifesteal. Mask of Torment. So you can kind of see the combos starting to appear here a little bit. Eye of Winter. Sure. Okay. So we get to go Cabal Scavenger. Amber Waystone doesn't trigger, but that's okay. We'll Mask of Torment. Draws us another power card, and it draws the first power card off of your deck, so it can actually draw things like crests and banners and stuff like that too, just to keep in mind with the Courtier. Hailstorm. Oof, that's a little bit annoying. We still keep this. We've still got lots of things to do, but obviously I would have liked to have kept that. Oh, wow. Okay, so we go Rat Cage. This is where we start going crazy. So Rat Cage is whenever you play Relic, including the Rat Cage itself, you get a 1/1 rat that can't block. And now we've got the combo because Vault of the Praxis. Hey, look, it immediately triggers. We're just going to play that and pass the turn. I could banish the Eye of Winter here. Yeah, I don't mind doing that, actually. With Relics being so important, I decided to put a couple of banishes in as basically the main removal spell of the deck. It does have Madness as well because we have so many sacrifice outlets, but just as an option. Eye of Winter is probably not too annoying for us, but I might as well use our power efficiently. I could have held on to that power card we had too, because we want to go Ephemeral Wisp, Devour, and then play another power so that we immediately draw off of Vault of the Praxis and we have multiple units. Alright, well, there's a lot of things we can do here. Alright, let's go Sadistic Ritualist. Sacrifice one of them. Because why not? I want to play another unit. So I'm actually going to Miris Nightshade. Miris Nightshade also, it has the ultimate of pay 5, put a Nyctophobia on them. Nyctophobia is actually a relic. It's a cursed relic. So that'll trigger all of our relic stuff as well. It'll give us rats and all of that jazz. Ah, here we go. Put it on Xenan Merchant. And now we have the start of a game. That being said, we're just drawing a lot of cards every turn. And I think we're going to be in pretty great shape. Oh, wow, okay. So every relic automatically gets us to 2 units, which draws us an extra card. And now Xenan Obelisk. Alright, yeah, this game's going pretty well. Let's Obelisk here first. I could use the relic on this. I think I might just do that, actually. Makes it a 4-3. I could just attack and trade. I don't mind doing that either, honestly. I know that they can't trade with it later, but it's not that big of a deal. We've got Xenan Obelisk here. We're about to just go insane. And Xenan Obelisk also draws us 2 cards. Okay. I mean, I make my board back, like, next turn. This is the thing. Like, that Hailstorm just doesn't do all that much. Not when I have this many relics. Not with all this going on. Draw a card. Ooh, Aurelian Merchant.
A customer.
So we can swap that, and I think... Oh, we could get another Vault. I think that we want to get, like, a Azindel now. We can just start ending the game, for sure. And we will attack, fight, and I'll just hold up Devour, I guess. Devour or Last Rites, either way. Sure. Draw some extra cards, get some extra power. Like, killing those doesn't matter all that much. We have more than enough power. Sure, it stops 2 damage. But that's not too big of a deal. That's a little more annoying because it was drawing us extra cards, but I have a feeling we're going to be getting enough cards. I don't know. Is Azindel pretty good? I feel like Azindel's pretty good.
Now you shall witness true power.
Azindel drawing us an extra card seems extra nice. And we draw 3 cards off of our opponent. We can play another Mask of Torment, get 2 more. Oh, right, no, they had Aegis on. Right, okay. That's fine, though. Like, oh no! I will only make an even bigger board. I think we're doing okay. I mean, our opponent definitely had trouble with their power at the start of this game, but there's not a whole lot they can do now. If they had Passage of Eons, it's possible that they could stop us here, but they would still need more power. They could have had it earlier and maybe stopped us. At this point, there's really no stopping that value grind. Woo-wee! What a game! I'm so pumped for set 5! Okay, game 2. We have our pledges, so you can kind of see what that looks like, where we can actually use these as power cards. I think I keep this. We've got the Aurelian Merchant. With Merchant, I feel like most hands are pretty keepable. Either Vault or Mask will be able to let us start going off depending on what we draw here. I might actually play one of these as an early power card, too. We don't need that many, although we did just get Lethrai Courier, so we're going to have a lot of power if we want. I just want to be able to actually get Amber Waystones online, so I think I'm going to do this. I might be a little crazy, because we are going to draw a lot of power if this works out.
The forest holds many secrets.
Torch? Ouch. Alright, well, it's not the worst scenario. We can still Aurelian Merchant. Getting the extra power is nice, but it's not 100% necessary. Ooh, okay. We have some options here. I think I'm going to trade away an Amber Waystone now and go for Vault of the Praxis instead. Because if we can get the draw going, that's more important than getting the extra power. Because we just go Rat Cage plus Vault, and that's insane. Yeah, here we go. Rat Cage, make a rat. Vault of the Praxis, make a rat, draw a card. Woo! Alright, yep. I'm liking it. And we've got the Sadistic to follow up, so we can keep drawing cards. Statuary Maiden. Ooh-wee. Well...
Forever.
We can just banish that. Oh, they have Torch? Huh. Alright, well, I'm willing to attack and see what happens. Do I Sadistic Ritualist, or do I wait so that I can use it with Vault? I think I'm gonna wait. It's hard because, of course, I can Madness, Steal, and Sacrifice if I play it this turn. Void Drummer. Oof. That's interesting.
One more sacrifice.
Alright. I was hoping that we would draw another unit here so we could for sure go off with it. That'll work. They probably have a removal spell, which is a definite problem here. Because if they can kill the Sadistic Ritualist, then we're in a little bit of trouble. I mean, any relic basically gets us to where we need to be. Sacrifice would be really good. If we just get to keep the Sadistic, then we're in really good shape. Okay, yeah, we're fine.
End of the road, friend.
Alright, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this then. Do I want to draw an extra card off of the vault yet? Just torch their own unit? Yeah. Okay, sacrifice. And Crest. I'm going to hold on to the Miris Nightshade here, because we can actually play it and ultimate it in the same turn to immediately just draw the card. Because it'll give us a rat. And that actually means that we can also use this to sacrifice it as long as they don't kill it. Because that's 9 power. I am not blocking, because in 95% certain they have another removal spell. I just don't want to bother running into it. I don't have to. And not having to run into it feels pretty good.
Breathe it in.
Give them the Nyctophobia. Make our rat. Draw our card. A few too many last rites here, but that's okay. Alright, now we'll definitely block the 3-2. We can just block it with the Merchant, that's fine. If we keep our life total up, we've got an amazing position here. And we have enough power that it's not going to be a problem.
You were no match for me.
Typhus. I could use another madness. Oh, charge. Oof. Good hit on that one. That's unfortunate. We need an Ephemeral Wisp so we can chump block that thing. Really nice. Another vault. Hello. I did that wrong. I got excited. I got too excited. Ooh, Aurelian Merchant number 2. We could go for Azindel.
Ah, a customer.
I think Azindel is the way to go. Sacrifice 1 and attack it. Lifesteal Quick Draw and Charge was really strong. Okay. Not a big deal there. Take 5. Glad that they attacked the 3-2, because it just means that we get the Azindel to get in with more damage. And also, of course, Azindel just immediately draws cards off of Vault, which is pretty sweet. Just attack with these. Let's see what we get from our opponent's deck. Banner. Not particularly relevant. I'm just going to play 2 chump blockers. If we keep our life total high, there's not a lot they can do. Eventually, we're going to hit a madness. We're drawing so many cards. Like, we can't just always miss.
You made it personal.
Sure. Chump block. Trade? I don't see a real reason not to trade there. Wow, that is a lot of power cards. So we'll last write that. It gets another power card out of our deck so we can finally stop flooding. And it draws us cards immediately off of the vault because we get back both Ephemeral Wisps, another Vault of the Praxis, and another Sadistic Ritualist. Okay. Madness, please? Madness would be so good for us. We just need it real bad. I don't know if I even want another Vault of the Praxis, honestly. Attack just because I can, honestly.
One more sacrifice.
Because I'm just going to sacrifice it. I'd rather keep this around as a chump blocker. Ooh, Moondial is an interesting card. Play the Stone Scar Banner, and we'll just pass the turn. We've got Devour, so they don't gain any life off of this.
It'll get the job done.
Ooh,
Guaranteed.
they're going to get Boar. Which isn't that bad for us. Oh, they're using it immediately, so they're going to get less stuff than they would before. Interesting. That's a weird choice. Good for us. Really, really good for us. Like, I thought they'd wait until next turn because we've got 5 relics. Huh. That seems pretty loose. They could have just waited. I mean, I guess that it's bad for us to have relics now. Like, they don't want to let us untap with them, but... yeah, I don't know that that's super helpful for them. Oh, and they don't attack with Kaifas? Did they forget that it has quick draw? Huh. Why would they not attack there? That's super weird. I'm just gonna get more sigils out of our deck. I guess I could have done that in response and drawn extra cards. I wasn't thinking. This deck does take a lot of play, I think. Play the Xenan Obelisk first because we do have the chance to hit... no, okay. We could hit Cabal Scavenger. And if we do that, we want to do that before we get Mask of Torment online. Relian Merchant for another Mask if we want. I'm just going to play this Mask for now. Get ourselves another Rat. And heck, they didn't attack into our deadly unit last time. Maybe they'll just forget again. Like... maybe they'll just forget that Kaifas actually has quick draw.
It is time for a new Oren.
That card's annoying. Eventually we've got to draw some of the madnesses, though. We still have 3 in the deck. We've only drawn 18 cards over our opponent. Also, eventually this Xenan Obelisk kind of strategy is going to take over, too. Sure. There's a madness. Thank you. I might just take the Kaifas. Kaifas is annoying. Yeah, I might as well attack with all of those. I don't mind if they block any of them and just throw them away. Let's get them back. All of these are freebies. And in the meantime, we gain a ton of life. We can sacrifice the Kaifas and not have to worry about it anymore. Yushkov is annoying. But I think that Kaifas is still the bigger issue. If they're not gaining life, they're not winning this game. Plus, it stops them from being able to, like, kill it in Dark Return, do any kind of shenanigans that way. I really don't want to see that happening.
Ah, a customer.
Yeah, Aurelian Merchants, and get Mass. I think our opponent might just be scooping here. Yeah, okay. We're about to double hit Mask anyways and just start ultimating. It doesn't get charged, like the Tormentor won't be able to hit them for 8 immediately, but I think they saw the writing on the wall with like 2 cards in hand, us drawing multiple cards a turn still. If they'd held onto that boar, they had a much better chance, because they could have gotten rid of the last rat cage, but they didn't. And forgetting to attack the Kyphus might have been... I mean, that probably didn't make a big deal, but yeah, definitely leaving us with the rat cage was problematic. You gotta wait and see how many relics your opponent has with boar. Boar is definitely the biggest problem against this deck. At least there are ways to get relics back. We do have that Unearth, but getting 1 relic back is going to be tough sometimes, I'm sure. Game 3, still working. We have Amethyst Monuments, so we do have a unit. I didn't mention that too much in the deck, but it's a nice little lifesteal to have. I'm going to keep this. I think this is fine. We've also been getting a lot of power every game, as you've noticed. Last Rites, I don't know how I feel about it. It's nice to have, but this deck doesn't necessarily need it in a lot of ways. Awkward. Can't play the turn 1 Ball Scavenger, which would be kind of nice. Not too big of a deal, though. I just would like to have it so if they do have Torch, we can just immediately Devour. There is Madness Devour, too, though. I think I'm going to Amethyst Monument and maybe not even play the Scavenger. Because I'd like to hold up Devour for when I have it, or Last Rites or whatever. I just feel like there's a decent chance they just immediately have the removal. Like, the chance of that happening is way too high. Shogun Scepter.
Die with honor.
It's a pretty good one. No blocks. We can't Madness Devour yet. I could just banish it, though. Yeah, it's definitely what we're doing.
I know these streets well.
Attack, see if they trade. I'm certainly willing to let that happen since they're a pretty obviously aggressive deck. And nope. Okay, then banish. Madness Devour next turn should be pretty good. I would like to see if they play Yushkov. Yushkov would be good for us. Another Shogun Scepter. Alright.
Die with honor.
Not bad. Wow, that's a lot of Scavengers. Okay, as much as I like Scavenger, we need a relic here. That being said, I mean, at least we're doing a pretty good job of having, Alright, another Madness Sacrifice outlet. We're doing a good job of having a high life total against an aggro deck, so that's kind of nice. If we ever do get, like, a Mask of Torment, our opponent is in a lot of trouble. There's Yushkov. There's our boy. That being said, there goes our boy.
I know these streets well.
I will crush you.
We are, in fact, kind of crushing here.
Kusur will live on.
7 power, Vault of the Praxis next turn, and it just burns them for 3. So every relic we play now... Ooh, wow, that's a scary top deck. Although, that's not bad either. And then we get to draw cards. Woohoo! Oh, wow. Yeah, we're gonna wait, because we just get to draw more cards if we do that next turn. All we have to do is draw 1 more relic. We get to see 2 more cards, too. Ornate Katana. Yeah, no problem. That is fine. I will also just take any amount of damage they want to give me. I don't think they can deal 30. I'm going to take a guess. I don't think that 30 is a number that they can reach. We'll see. They're certainly trying. Suppose I'd have to worry a little bit right now if they get double damage on that somehow. That's a lot of katanas. Ah, yes, I see you know the way of the blade. Darn. That was definitely what I was worried about. There's no way they can attack here, though. Yeah. Rat Cage first, because we do get to draw an extra card. Automatically with that. Trade Sadistic Ritualist and get Mask of Torment?
A customer.
I mean, honestly, just getting another Vault is probably the right way to go. Because that just draws us a lot of cards. And we'll attack. I'll leave back the 1/2s, but like, yeah, they kind of need to block with the 2/1. Having to chump block with Oniron in there, or like trade block with a rat that can't block, feels pretty dang good for us.
Let's dance.
It's a good card. They can't really attack with it, though. And again, I'm in a position where... Oh, alright. If I draw a relic, then we just burn them out. And not if they attack, but sure. Let's draw 2 extra cards. Devour is interesting. Okay. Play the Xenan banner. We can attack with the whole team, but that's not enough damage yet. I might just do these. I kind of like that. If we want to, we can kill the Whirling Duo, or we can block and sacrifice the last rites, so that we don't give them any life. I think that might actually be the option. If they have Overwhelm, that's a problem. They might have the Shugo standard. No. They definitely have a trick, though. It really looks like it.
It'll get the job done, guaranteed.
Ugh, they get Boar again. We might have flooded out too much here. Madness would be kind of cool. Signal Flare. Sure. Oh, that I'm happy for. Although, oof. The power. So much power. Okay, pass turn. Might just flood out enough that we die here. Whirling Duo might have saved them. That attack seemed insane, but we just burned out of gas. We just couldn't draw anything. Despite all the card draw that we have. And a torch. Wow. Oh man, these draws are crazy good.
A customer.
Well, I do get to do this. We can just go for Azindel right now. I kind of want to do that. Like, yeah, I could go for Mask of Torment, but this also draws us cards, and Azindel's pretty solid, I think. I guess we're just dead, though. Yeah, we can't even block, so we actually just die. Right. I should have thought about that. If I'd gone for Mask, then I could have drawn the Banish, and I'd have had a chance. I could have killed Yushkov. Deck takes a lot of work. You gotta think a lot about the lines. It's new decks, too. New decks and new metas, so it's a hard thing to remember. I didn't remember that my rat couldn't block. I was just looking at it as, like, I have a unit in play. But, yeah, the Flood there really killed us. If I'd played that properly, though, if I'd actually just gone for the Mask, then we would have been able to win. I would have had less blockers, quote-unquote, against Yushkov. But, I mean, they exhaust anyways, so it doesn't matter. And I would just have drawn the Banish, kill the Yushkov, and we can set up from there. Like, we get 2 rats and draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, we're kind of set up at that point. Unfortunate that I forgot about it and misplayed. Ooh, this hand looks interesting. Here we are for game 4. If I hadn't punted, then I probably could have won that last game. I was a little tilted probably too by just how much power we drew versus how much gas our opponent had. Like, Triple Torch was insane. They had a really, really, really strong draw and just kept top decking over and over and over. The Yushkov with all the war cries too. Oof, yeah, that game was nasty. I still could have won though. I should have played properly. And I like this one. It's a little bit scary on the power. But we have the last rites, so we can immediately get that next turn. And then Aurelian Merchant makes the gap to 4, so we can do Vault. And Once we get Vault plus Rat Cage, I think we're doing real good. So obviously attack. And then I think we just last right now. We can do it at fast speed, but it doesn't really make sense to wait until our opponent's turn. Like, really unlikely that they'd have something like an Unseal, but there's no reason to not play it right now. It's not going to change our line. There's nothing else we can do. If there was another card that we could have, then it would make sense. Trade Moondial for, like, another Vault. We could trade Miris Nightshade for something. Maybe trade the Miris. The Madness is kind of okay, but I don't have another sacrifice yet. That being said, we have a lot of sacrifice engines. So I like keeping Miris and Moondial, actually, because if we get another power card, then that just works. So I'm going to go for a second Vault. So, like, if we Vault and then we can go Moondial Miris, then that's 2 units. Oh, interesting. They've got Mind Link. Sure. There's a rat. Rain of Frogs. Sure. Not too big of a deal right now, actually. Alright. Get our merchant. I mean, we've got most of what we need already, so it's not that big of a deal.
I know these streets.
In fact, here's a start. We get to draw a card right away. We can Destiny Frog another turn, so we make sure that we get the Vault going. Like, we can Vault and Frog. Another Miris Nightshade. I don't mind that. We'll pass. Opponent on some pretty interesting memes. Aurelian Contraband. So if they have enough influence, then it'll transform, right? Yeah. Oh, so it already did. Yeah. So they actually got the Contraband. Let's go Vault and Frog. Kind of like doing that. This is one of the few games where we're a little bit shy on power. We're throwing away rats, but throwing away rats just really doesn't matter all that much. And an Echo card. That could be anything. Their deck is incredibly random. They might have another Rain of Frogs here. If they do, that would actually be a problem. Aha! Wait, was that actually at random? Or was that from the market? No, was Rain of Frogs from the market? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe they actually had that from the market earlier. Ooh, hello. Xenan Obelisk seems pretty good. It doesn't make us 2 units. It only makes us 1. So, I mean, alternately, I could go, like...
Just a touch of poison.
Miris Nightshade
Just
into
a touch
Miris
of
Nightshade,
poison.
draw a card, and start going for it next turn. Yeah. Am I worried about them wiping the board? A little bit. I'm going to Ephemeral Wisp instead. Because that adds to our board, quote-unquote, without actually being a real liability. Yeah, there's the Hailstorm. Well, we had a way to get around that with the Obelisk, but... at least some of it. We wouldn't have lost our Miris Nightshades. Still, we got to draw the extra card off of it. It's not too bad. And now we just go Nightshade. And we can actually just ultimate the Nightshade instead.
Breathe it in.
And we draw the extra cards. And we're set up. I want to know what this Echo is. Like, what are they getting for Echo? I might have wanted to get the Xenan Obelisk down just to play around another Rain of Frogs. Probably a good idea. I doubt they have passage Eons. Oh wow, they drew another Mind Link. Wow. They do a lot of those naturally. Well, let's slam in, I guess. Go team. I should have done this differently too, I think. Because I could have tried to go for another power card.
One more sacrifice.
Yeah, maybe it was right to draw first, just to see if we could hit 8. We don't, but that's okay. Display of Knowledge. Draw a relic from your deck. Go for another Mind Link. Oh, baby. And there's the Rain of Frogs, sure. And that gets them a lot of frogs and a lot of cards. Which one did they actually hit this time? I kind of missed that. What was this? Just discard extras. Put it on one heck of a deck. Lots of random effects. Can we get a power card? There we are. That's nice. Just gonna be problematic for them. And let's slam with the whole team. I'm getting some congratulations from one of our previous opponents. Yeah, like, I think that they just need to chump block here, right? Yeah, like, they're not gonna be in a good spot if they're not just chump blocking. We have more than enough units to just play 2 again next turn and continue to draw. Plus we have Moondial, even if they somehow stop us. Contraband, get another random card. Yeah, so that was made at random. They got the Mind Link at random. Holy crap, that's amazing. Wow. Because that's the same symbol, it's that box. I'm positive that's what it is. That's nutty. Wow, I wish that I could draw that well. That's insane. Alright, they got rid of the madness. That's what it was. Well, I can sacrifice this. It's a little less damage. Hesitate. Okay. Not a big deal for us. Like, in all honesty, that does very little. In some ways, it's almost better because I wanted to hold on to these so we can just sacrifice when they try and block with the Black Sky Harbinger here. Yep. Like, I don't need the power. I'll just sacrifice this. No life gain for you, friend. Have them down to 3. Could just play more things on the board, or we could draw extra cards. I kind of want to just slam out as much as possible.
The forest holds many secrets. The forest holds many secrets.
I don't think they're going to wipe the board. At 3, what can you do? And another Rain of Frogs would get them, like, what, 3 or 4 frogs? That's a lot of life. Back up to 15. Yeah, that's not probably helpful, actually. Oh, I guess, yeah, they get to make all the copies. So they get a bunch of 1/1s. Cool. And let's just slam. I don't think that's going to be enough to save them. And yeah, I don't even want to Devour here. I'll just let them both die. Yeah, that seemed like enough damage. There we go. If we had played last game properly, I think we're 4-0. We could have been. I just need to get more familiar with the deck. Woohoo! Alright, game 5. I think I like this. I might even use the Sadistic Ritualist turn 1 so we can go Cabal Scavenger immediately. That's certainly an option. I think it's the right thing to do. We're a little bit tight on power right now. And it leaves me the option to last rites next turn, or I could just Crest. It's interesting. I think we're gonna Crest for now. Alright, that's enough power. Madness plus last rites is also something I'd like to do.
I've got a
Rooftop
clear shot from
Vigilante.
here.
Ooh, there's a card I haven't seen in a little while.
Just a touch of poison.
That was a sweet draw, though. Mask of Torment should be amazing here. Hideout Pistol. Please kill the Miris. Okay, good. Whew. Got a little worried about that one, because that could have actually been a problem. I really need the Plunderer to stay alive. Or Scavenger. Scavenger or Plunderer. It's both. The text box is wrong. Or the name is wrong. I don't know which one is wrong. We'll need to fix that. That's something I'll have to send a bug report in on.
Mercy
Sheriff
isn't really
Marley.
my strong suit.
Cool. Well, go ahead and Madness that. And, ooh, I almost did something really dumb. Smack our opponent. Play the Rat Cage. Get another power card, and pass the turn. We could really use a Vault of the Praxis, though, let me tell you. We've got a lot of power. Got a few relics. Now we just really need the last piece of that combo. Merchant would get there, too, because Merchant just grabs it.
I've got a clear shot from here.
Another Vigilante. Ooh, I kind of like doing this.
Just a touch of poison. Breathe it in.
And ultimating, because that actually gives Nightfall and lets us draw more cards, which... I feel like that's to our advantage right now. Like, getting extra cards here has got to be good for us. We get a really big Obelisk next turn. Alright, Vanquish is fine. They might even just attack. Oh yeah, nice. Little do they know how much damage we can send back to them.
Move over. I'll handle this.
The end. Woo, Vault of the Praxis. Hey, how you doing, baby? Oh wow, and we get Madness. That's lethal. Woo! Alright, remember how I said that sometimes this deck can just, like, womp somebody? Yeah, that was a wompin'. that was... There is the wompin'. Man, this deck is sick! I am so happy with it. Oh my goodness. This is the first time that I was actually playing it against people. I tested it in Gauntlet and messed around with it a few times, made a few different versions of this deck, and this is the one that I ultimately landed on, and it did not disappoint. It did not disappoint. I played really poorly in game 3, and we also flooded out. And I think that if I had played properly, or we hadn't flooded, like, that was a really, really easy game for us to win. So we could have very easily gone 5-0 here. And 4-1 is certainly respectable. This deck is sick. If you want to check the actual deck list and go over the cards that I've put in there, I did do a deck tech video as well. That link is in the description. There should be an Eternal Warcry link there as well, so you can export the deck a little bit easier, and also just like the full deck list. So I mean, you can just get it off of the bottom of the page here as well. And again, big shout out to all the subs and patrons who make these possible, and of course to inkgaming.com. I just added some really cool new stuff to the store. So if you've ever seen our Cat Idiot shirts that we have on Amazon, we have added those as mouse pads and playmats to our Inked Gaming store. So now you can rock some more of my merch. And I really appreciate everybody who supports me through that. It's super, super helpful. And we will be back with more of this next week, or maybe even sooner. I'm so excited about set 5. I'm going to be doing a lot of brews. So stay tuned, and I will see you soon.